The sea is churning, and thousands of creatures are facing hardship. This is the moment we need to take action. Today, wowtv is thrilled to guide everyone into this large-scale rescue mission. A diver in the Indian Ocean discovered a sperm whale entangled tightly with a rope around its lower jaw. Surely he wouldn't give up until he untangled the rope from the animal. The raging waves are a threat to all creatures, even skilled swimmers like penguins. Despite the rough waves, humans still move forward without hesitation.
Yep, it's moving. It's coming.
Some tourists spotted a stranded mommy shark on the beach. And that's not all.
Rick, we just caught giving birth on.
It may not be the ideal approach, but it's the best thing for the baby sharks. It's unbelievable when a human fork appears on a turtle's nose. The first thing they did was to reassure the frightened little one, then carefully removed the fork. If you look closely, you'll see a manatee struggling to swim through the dense algae. Harmful algal bloom phenomenon negatively affects the health of aquatic creatures. Clean water is all it needs.
Clean out your nose, buddy.
Such a beautiful thing to see people coming together to save an amazing animal. Even a tough claw like a pair of pliers couldn't help the lobster friend escape from the net. In such a situation, human dexterity comes in handy.
There he goes.
What would you do if you encountered hermit crabs mistakenly taking trash as homes? This guy has prepared beautiful shells as homes for them.
What I usually do is I will carve a tracking number. When I do find a hermit crab, first thing I do is I offer a variety of shells. The switch takes anywhere from 45 seconds to 30 minutes.
Helping hundreds of hermit crabs this way. The poor snake was almost immobile when found in a discarded sticky trap. However, the girl didn't give up and helped it using a cooking oil spray. Don't worry, this is completely safe.
There you go. Are you okay? Come on. There.
The floating plastic basket caught the attention of fishermen. When they approached, they discovered the trapped creature inside.
Okay. Yay, turtle! Yeah! A triple kill.
The next story is about the magical encounter between a marine creature and a mother octopus guarding her eggs. To ensure safety for all, she modified the home and brought them to a safe place. Not stopping there, she also visited every day until the eggs hatched. These majestic creatures often approach human boats with pleas that few understand. But this time, it met someone who understood its suffering when covered in barnacles. This hilarious yet heartwarming situation could happen with the hungry shark. Overcoming fear, this diver approached and cleared the indigestible meal for it. What would you do when witnessing a turtle being chased by a shark?
Oh my god, no way. No.
There are many different answers and viewpoints on this scenario.
Wait. Hold on. How do we get the turtle?
But one cannot deny that these guys are truly compassionate.
Alright, we got him.
This rescue team came up with a creative way to help the lost dolphins. They created a visual barrier with human chains guiding the pod across the canal bridges back to their home.
They're right there.
Opening an oyster is hard enough for humans, let alone for a tiny bird. Patient and gentle, eventually, he successfully freed it. It's great to help a pufferfish, but don't forget one important rule. Avoid contact with the fish's head, as it can inflate and release toxins when it feels threatened. The scorching hot sand at the beach made it really uncomfortable for the stranded manatee. The water pit temporarily relieved the heat for her. They even used a bulldozer to clear the way and bring her back home. More than just a friendly hello from the Orca, it seemed to be trying to convey something. Feeling confused, the group still decided to follow, and discovered its kin entangled in the fishing line. With the help of the entire pod, the rescue mission became much easier. A happy ending for these enigmatic creatures. What did the otter's cry mean? Maybe they were thanking the humans for bringing the lost baby back to its mama? The initial resistance quickly faded when the baby shark realized someone was there to help. Hopefully, she'll recover well and learn how to stay away from fishing lines. Oh, a little seal pup. Seems like the little guy got swept into a crevice by the tide. It could return to the ocean right away, but first, the rescue staff needs to thoroughly check to ensure it's okay.
Dale la rama. Uy, para acá. ¡Ay, qué bella! ¡Está viva!
Who would leave the poor seal pup in the water? Certainly not these kind-hearted folks.
Yeah, just grab him. He won't hurt you. Yes. Yes, I know, buddy.
Come here, buddy. I won't harm you. I'm being very gentle to remove the fishing hook. Goodbye, and be more careful when swimming. When fleeing from the orca pod, the small penguin had no choice but to seek human help.
The penguin tried to jump into a nearby Zodiac boat.
And its trust was in the right place. The manatee didn't need a life jacket. It needed help to remove this tangled vest. Oh no, how could it escape the waves with the net wrapped around its neck? But it's okay now. A miracle happened.
Let's go. Okay, man, wait.
A malnourished sea lion pup and many other cases of underweight and sickly ones were found at the upscale restaurant.
In a booth.
They would be cared for until they were fit enough to survive in the wild. The giant rope tied around the whale shark's abdomen, impeding its natural growth. As if understanding the human's intentions, it slowed down and obediently allowed the strangers to cut off the shackles. In the freezing cold midnight, the rescue team kept sawing through the ice tirelessly. They knew that 40 frozen turtles needed them more than ever. Help! Is anyone there? Oh, thank you. I've put on a bit of weight lately. A heart-stopping moment for the little fish with the stingray's prank. Luckily, humans were there just in time to untangle it.
You got him. What the hell? Yeah.
This is the largest rescue operation I've ever known. With just a net and bare hands, he saved 58 stranded pufferfish. A hunting mistake led the female orca to get stuck on the rocks. The orca cried and moaned for her family to come to her rescue, but her pod couldn't do what the rescue team could. They used damp towels to continuously provide water to protect her from the harsh sun. Until the tide rose.
Yes! Oh my god.
There it is. The dog's name is Sissy.
Let's see who we'll find next.
Okay, Sissy. Cool, Sissy. There we go.
Just wrap it around his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, awesome. I got it.
Well done. Don't hesitate to give a like for the doggo. Not only turtles on land, but also deep sea stingrays can encounter this upside down situation. The jellyfish's dehydration reached an alarming level when it was found. The smartest way to help was to move it back to the sea without directly touching it.
Those eyes. I know.
A bush full of sharp thorns wasn't a suitable home for a seal pup.
He actually got him.
Hang in there, little one. You'll be home soon.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're free!
A baby shark was gasping for air when redeemed from the fish market. Despite the fragile hope, compassionate tourists still attempted CPR to save it. Trash is always a major concern, especially for vulnerable animals. This time, the diver was there just in time to remove the net from the poor turtle. But saving animals from the trash crisis requires all of us to lend a hand.
Yep. Man, that was dug into him good.
He wasn't really moving. He was just laying on the bottom of the tank. I didn't even think he was alive.
A small, frail fish at the pet shop usually goes unnoticed. But this tiny baby caught the eye of this guy. Even the king of the sea is helpless when stranded. Despite being a fierce and intimidating creature, it still deserves help.
I literally was just walking back to my bag and I found this little dead sea.
The most wonderful part of his journey was helping a pregnant seahorse.
See how he reacts to the water.
He didn't just save one, but hundreds of lives about to enter the world. The story of a turtle named Hope, whose heart was exposed, will make you believe in the power of love.
I had to feed her with a pair of
Thought to be impossible to survive, thanks to human care, she grew up healthy like her peers. The hippo knew the importance of dental hygiene, and it was thrilled to receive help. Trapped in a mess of seaweed, the white-capped albatross had to endure relentless waves. Luckily, someone spotted it and brought it back for care. It's quite unusual to find a sea lion on a busy freeway. After several days of tracking, rescue organizations in California managed to capture it and release it back into the ocean. They had to quickly remove the fishing net before it made the turtle's condition even worse. Seemingly understanding the human's help, he was very calm.
No, that's exactly what those are. They're little jellyfish actually in the current right now.
The ocean has regained its natural beauty, and the animals are thriving once again. It's all thanks to our collective effort. Let's spread some positive energy and love for animals by sharing this video.